Hello, welcome to Queers Gone By. I'm Caitlin Powell.
And I'm Kate Butch.
And this is the show we talk about nostalgic movies, TV shows and experiences and whether they made us queer. So today
we're looking at another TV series. Last time we looked at Tracy Beaker, an iconic thing. We looked at a bit more at Tracy Beaker between then and now.
Yes. Just
to bring you all up to speed. There are only 5 series of Tracy Beaker, which there feels like there's a lot more.
Yeah.
And it finished in 2005, I think.
Which is a long time ago. They crammed a lot in.
And Wikipedia also tells us that Tracy Beaker is still broadcast on CBBC channel. The old episodes are still re-aired.
Yeah.
Which is a testament to the enduring popularity of Miss Beaker.
That means this podcast has enduring popularity too.
Well, hopefully they'll air this on the CBBC. No. Didn't we call Elaine a cunt last week? They probably won't put that on there. Before we get into this one, should we have a look at the nostalgic snacks?
Yes. I'm excited about these ones because I've never had them before.
You've never had this?
No.
This, I feel, is... you may be able to hear from the ASMR rustling. It is in a packet. Mm-hmm. It's blue packet. There's some yellow lightning, which was not on there before. I believe it was silver lightning.
Wow.
It's a new rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a salt and vinegar flavoured crisp item, which I don't know what's in it. It's a wheat snack. It's not a potato snack.
It's not a potato,
it's a wheat snack.
A wheat snack.
And it is, of course, a disco. And you've never had discos before.
Are they like squares?
They're very similar to squares.
I had squares. Are they better than squares?
They're very... I don't know. A square's potato-based.
I think so.
But these are wheat-based.
Okay, you're going to get some great ASMR, so just... Oh, okay.
Oh, you do not get many for your packet, do you?
Good thing we got a massive bag.
I think, we got a selection pack. We've gone for the salt and vinegar ones for now, because that's the classic ones, I would argue. We do have, in the pack, is cheese and onion, but I won't be having them, because I'm a vegan. And we do have some prawn cocktail ones as well, so we might give a go at the prawn cocktails. But first, we've only got about 10 discos here.
So upsetting.
Give it a quick smell first.
They are salty. They are vicious.
They smell... my eyes are slightly, quivering.
Is this going to be as bad as... You know when you eat a salt and vinegar Pringles and your mouth just folds in on itself?
Yeah. Do you have any ulcers in your mouth at the moment? I mean, if you do, you'll find out about them once you put this in.
Top left is a bit uncomfortable at the moment.
I've got something going on. Yeah, should we have a cheers of that disco?
Okay.
And...
Oh my word.
They're not as sour as the smell would have you believe.
They taste like very salty poppadoms.
Yeah, they're not... The flavour isn't as intense as it used to be. I remember as a child, weeping by a vending machine because these were so intense. Your eyes, quiver and... It's a flavour experience. Should we try the prawn cocktail ones?
Yeah.
We're going to put them... Oh! Have a look in that bag there.
Oh, that...
Look at the colour. They're a bright... I sniffed too hard.
They are bright orange.
They are bright orange. I'm going to put them in the same bowl. Hopefully we won't cross-contaminate. Again, very few discos.
It's upsetting. They smell odd.
They do.
They don't smell like prawn... They smell like actual prawns. You know how prawn cocktail is an actual prawn?
I've never actually had an actual prawn.
This is what they smell like.
Okay.
Well, I mean, less spicy.
I quite like that.
Oh, yeah.
I do not care for the texture.
I prefer that to the...
The texture feels a bit stale.
Yeah.
I'm going to have one of each at the same time.
Oh.
Would you care to join me in that flavour experience?
A taste sensation.
It's a taste sensation. We're on a journey. A journey through...
Oh, my word.
Right, cheers to that. The flavours are kind of indistinguishable.
Well, I think the prawn cocktail is overpowering.
Yeah. There was a day when the salt and vinegar discos would have held their own.
Today's
and they would
not
have
that
fought
day.
back, but...
Sorry, Kate.
Kids have got too soft.
They have.
But that's fine. I'm going to put these away because I don't think we should be munching them throughout the whole time.
And I will munch them.
And yeah, me too. But we don't want the listeners to feel excluded or
I don't
disgusted. Please do not write in.
Because eating ASMR is the worst ASMR both audibly and morally.
That's absolutely correct. Should we talk about what we just watched?
Must we?
I think we'd better.
So I thought I hadn't seen this, but yet again, an iconic intro.
Should we do the theme tune and see if people can guess?
Okay.
I mean, the title's going to be in the thing anyway,
Yeah.
so, but... etc.
Yeah.
It is, of course, My Parents Are Aliens. Now, this, whereas Tracy Beaker was on CBBC...
Have you done research?
Why not just remember it?
Oh, okay.
My Parents Are Aliens was on CITV.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me dates, time.
No, it did start in 1999.
Oh, it's older.
Older than Tracy.
That makes sense. It is worse.
1999, when we were about 3.
I think I watched the later. Well, I
think
remember Sophie.
they showed it all the time.
Yeah.
On the TV, so we must have.
I've definitely seen that episode before.
Yeah, this is the first episode, which is weird because it kind of just drops you in it. The premise.
Well, the premise is explained in the intro.
To be fair, yeah, it's true. But I fully expected
immediate themes of abandonment, much like Tracy Beaker.
Oh dear, that turn of the century TV programming.
Yeah, very much.
There was a theme. But yeah, the premise is that there's 3 children. Mel, who has gone to the Avril Lavigne school of being a bad bitch.
Yeah, God, she's awful.
She's honestly the worst.
Also, if you look at pictures of her now, she looks the same, if not more so.
I'll be doing that as soon as we've done this.
She's 33.
Oh my God. Well, Danny Harmer's 30. That's appalling.
This is so upsetting.
Wait, does that not mean that she was the same age that Danny Harmer was? When she did Trace Beaker?
She must be older because I think this was an old thing I was reading. An old article that I was reading.
Okay, never mind.
She might be 40.
Oh God. So there's her, that's Mel.
Yes.
And there's Josh.
Yes, Josh.
Generic boy.
A generic ginger hedgehog.
Spiky boy.
Yeah, who just, as per usual with young boys in these shows, has no consideration about anyone or anything.
Consequences, no idea about that.
Yeah.
His actions, they have them.
In fairness,
he's gone to the Tracy Beaker school.
Also, his parents are aliens.
That's enough to send anyone round the twist.
Spiraling.
And then there's Lucy, who is a loser.
She's the Lisa Simpson.
She is the Lisa Simpson.
But
and she's got some weird electronic hamster. And she cries a bit.
Oh, yeah.
The electronic hamster is like the linchpin of the whole story.
Yeah. We watched this on the lowest quality it's possible. Like, it was basically 3 pixels.
We watched it on YouTube. We will full disclosure that. We couldn't find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, we heard the dialogue.
Hate the game.
Exactly, Kevin. Yeah, so they've lost their parents.
Yes.
Definitely the mum's dead.
Yes.
Because she was visiting the grave. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And
we
the
don't
dad
know
isn't mentioned.
We don't know about the dad. And so they're adopted by these 2 aliens.
Who look like people.
Crucially,
for the plot.
Crucially, they have morphed into... Because they are weird, like, alien-looky people, as the title sequence suggests.
Yes.
And then they morph into... Their spaceship crash lands.
Similar to The Simpsons, they're those, like, with the tentacles, one eye...
Yes.
Alien. Very
Kang
similar.
and Kodos.
Yes.
Very similar. Yeah, and then they morph into humans, and the house morphs into... The spaceship morphs into a house.
Yeah.
And then they adopt the children, and then hilarity ensues. And
Does it?
Well, no.
No.
There was no ensuing.
No.
There were some funny moments, I thought, in general.
Sure.
And I shall recount them at some point.
Okay.
My favourite bit is when we watched it, and then it comes up with the names of the actors in it. And Caitlin immediately went, Tony Gardner! Queer icon, Tony Gardner! With no other context. And I would like to know why Tony Gardner, who plays Brian, the dad alien...
Yeah.
Why is he a queer icon?
Queer icon Tony Gardner was recently spotted at Glastonbury dancing to King Princess in a leopard print suit.
I think that's
not even
enough.
dancing. Well, it is dancing, but the description is often moshing.
I think That's enough.
Queer icon.
We are the gatekeepers of who is a queer icon and
Yeah.
who is not a queer icon. I think application approved, Tony Gardner.
Justy Littlewood and Tony Gardner. 2 queer icons.
They're in the Queer Icon Hall of Fame.
While
So
we're
fun.
on the parents,
Beg your pardon.
can we discuss that the Sophies change?
Yes, they do. It's I don't know what her name is now, but then it's Carla Men something.
Yes.
Who original Sophie is blonde and
Yes.
northern, and second Sophie is ginger and not.
Yes.
And original Sophie's only in it very briefly. I remember.
2 series.
The majority of the episodes that I saw
With the other one?
were it was her, the ginger one.
Yes.
Second Sophie, and occasionally an episode would crop up that was blonde Sophie.
Blonde Sophie
But-
season 1 and 2.
and there's like 7 seasons.
What?
There's 7 seasons with the original family, and then they did like a weird one where they moved into a lighthouse with some new kids.
But
And someone I went to uni with was one of the bad friends.
2 of the new kids are very successful.
Oh,
Well, one has a famous mum.
who's that?
The girl.
Who's
I don't know the
the
names.
Okay.
The new girl who comes in has a very successful mum. And the new boy who comes in is now... Did I write it down? No, he's in something.
Okay, I remember they did get a girl who was in Over the Rainbow. That Dorothy.
Yes, that's
said.
her. Yes.
Oh, this is even.
She was in The Wiz as well.
Was she?
Or was he in The Wiz? One of them was in The
I
Wiz.
bloody love the Wiz.
Not the film,
The play.
Yes.
The stage
Yes.
musicale. We shall be watching the Wiz.
We shall.
Caitlin has not seen the Wiz.
I haven't.
I've seen probably far too much of the Wiz. Several
Which is
times
some
over.
of The Wiz.
Which is any moment of time of the Wiz.
Yeah. But it's accepted that the lady changed.
Yes.
I was just looking up the actors and who was in it, and one of the articles that came up is what happened to first Sophie, and I didn't read it, but I like to assume she was like kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
Yeah.
She was too fabulous.
I hate her.
I love her. She's got this blonde hair, kind of like Barbarella kind of.
Yeah, I
thing.
love the look.
She looks camp.
Is it camp?
It's camp.
Yeah.
And she's got this quite like gentle northern lilting lull.
I want to
voice.
slap her.
That's a classic Justin Littlewood line.
Queer icon to see
I'm gonna
Littlewood.
slap you. But no, I really enjoy. So she had some fab lines. She's like, oh, I get very hot eyes. I was like, why have you put my glasses in the freezer? I get very hot. Why have you got these in the? I get very hot feet as well. The early things, I think, kind of does set out that ITV is the cool, hip, younger sibling of CBBC.
Yeah.
Mel makes some jokes about pregnancy, eating
my,
disorders,
what was
drugs.
this?
She talks about drugs a lot. You would not hear drugs on the BBC.
To her teacher.
To a teacher, she's like, haha, maybe I'm on drugs, maybe I've got an eating disorder, maybe I'm pregnant, haha, lol.
But then apart from that, it is very a bad porno beginning. It's very like, the headmaster comes up behind her and is like, well, you're late. And
What have you been doing all this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, maybe I've been a bad girl.
She-
Maybe I'm on drugs.
Well, yeah. And then she's like, why don't you just put me in detention? It's like, I think he might. Because that's what he should do. Because he's your teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she has a thing about punishing her. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So the plot is that he's going to come round to their house.
The plot, by the way, I'm yelling. The plot, I'm still yelling.
She's thin. She's a thin plot.
Yeah. I'm furious.
This is it's longer than the Tracy Beaker episodes.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
Less happens.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Well, and yet simultaneously more when it definitely shouldn't.
There's like a whole thing about someone throwing a party.
Yeah.
And
Well, the kid really wants a party.
he really wants a party.
He just wants that's his what's it called when you're an actor and you want something?
Motivation.
That's his motivation.
That's what this is. Yeah. There was an interesting line about the party, and it's like, there's one of the cool kids, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to bring all the girls to your party.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you want me to bring anything else or just the girls? And he's like, just bring the girls. I'm like, but the way that he said, do you want me to bring anything else, was like, what, like ketamine?
Yeah, yeah.
Has the cool kid got access to these drugs
I mean,
that
the
Mel
cool
jokes
kid
about?
was a good 5 years older than Surely.
But still about 12.
Yeah.
And he's bringing all the chicks to the party.
Who were the chicks?
Oh, we didn't see any chicks.
We saw no-
Also,
In fact, at
we
the
did
party-
watch it in a square ratio, so there may have been side chicks on the side.
Oh, when the party
literally side
eventually
chicks.
happens, there are no children.
There are no children.
They're all adults.
They are. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're already about halfway through the plot.
So she's late, he wants to throw a party, but crucially, Brian, queer icon Tony Gardner,
Yes.
he keeps sneezing and morphing into... He keeps growing extra appendages on his face, which is going to be problematic because the teacher's coming to talk about why Mel's late.
Oh, they have a whole conversation where it's set up that the teacher is coming over because he's angry with Mel. And Mel is doing a bit. Like,
Mel does a lot of bits.
Mel is like doing this funny, I'm too smart for this shit. Mel is not concerned whatsoever. And just, she does the bit with Sophie with the hot eyes. That happens.
Got very hot eyes.
Yes, that happens within this whole conversation about how her teacher is coming to her alien parents' house. She's not concerned at all. It's very worrying.
Mel has quite a blasé attitude, which is fair.
Also, it's badly written.
Correct.
And Sophie points out that they're all having about 8 different conversations. She's like, "Oh, you say more in 8 conversations than we do in one." And it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's how speaking works.
Yeah.
Because you can have 8 conversations and you say more words.
Yeah.
It's messy.
Messy.
Methy. But clearly it captured the hearts of the nation.
Oh, yeah, I remember
seven
it.
series.
Yeah.
And then they do this. A lot happens, but a lot doesn't happen in a very quick time. They're like, oh wait, the party would be the best thing ever because he's going to come round and we're going to pretend that he's an alien. We're going to be like, oh, it's an alien themed party, so we can get away with looking weird.
Yes, but before this, he sees Brian morph.
He does, and he doesn't. I'm not sure if the weird bootleg we watched on YouTube maybe cut out some scenes. It certainly cut out the end.
Oh, okay.
Because there's the denouement. They do kind of have the denouement, and they have a chat, and then Sophie goes up to Brian, and then it just ends. I'm guessing there's like one final joke being like, ha ha, weird nose, or whatever.
I wouldn't give it that much credit.
No, we did miss, sadly, the ending theme. I would wager that the theme of music is the best thing about this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was tempted to put on another episode, which has stuck with me for a long time, which is about a game of hide and seek.
Oh.
This is when the 2 new kids who maybe one was in the Wiz.
Yes.
And then they're in there, and they're playing hide and seek, and they're like, oh my god, we love hide and seek. Brian has never played it before, and he absolutely loves it.
That sounds fake, but sure.
He's an alien.
He's played jumping. They're doing a lot of jumping at the beginning.
The episode begins with them jumping on the bed, which is why I thought we'd tuned into like the second episode or something.
That's number 1.
Yeah, it's very strange. Deep end.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I don't like too much exposition.
Sure.
But if I was 3 watching this,
I'd
have no clue.
Completely lost.
Absolutely. But I'm not. I'm 23.
23.
This show's 20 years old.
Oh my word. Oh, well, yeah.
Well, anyway, this episode, they're playing hide and seek. Brian loves it, and he's like, I'm going to be the best at hide and seek. And he reconfigures the whole house. Mm-hmm. And there's loads of like special effects and things. And they're actually done quite well. So that if you walk through a door, instead of walking through to what it was, you come out like the bathroom cabinet or whatever.
Ah, cool.
It's like really cool. And there's like, there's a laundry basket that they crawl through and they turn up in like the kitchen.
Sure.
And it's really cool. And like, there's one bit where they actually get trapped in a door, and he goes through one door and comes out the same room in a different door and just gets trapped in this room. It's really cool the way that it's done. And I was tempted to put that on, but then after watching this episode, I was like, I think this is better to leave this in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
Because nostalgia is. I think Tracy Beaker. I don't want to compare them.
Oh, you can't.
Well, I will. I will give it a go.
Do your best.
Well, Tracy Beaker. No, I'll compare them, but Tracy Beaker will come out on top. Because Tracy Beaker is a bossy top.
Bossy top?
She's a bossy top.
Justin Littlewood is a bossy top.
Justin Littlewood's a Powell bottom, I think.
Okay.
Because she wants gifts.
She does.
She loves gifts.
Pillow queen.
Feline lady clock. Mickey Mouse clock. Portable TV.
Yeah.
Maybe a Maroon 5 CD.
I think she's just a Leo.
Oh my god.
We love
She's
gifts.
related. We are both Leos.
We're both. Can you fucking tell?
Yeah, it's just...
But I'm a Cancer moon. It's fine.
I think I'm a Sagittarius rising.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm a Cancer rising, Libra moon.
I don't know what I
just
downloaded the app, but I don't know what any of it means.
It basically, for me...
Means that we're both pricks.
You know how Leos are just obnoxious assholes?
Yes, I do.
Well, being Cancer moon means I also have the benefit of crying all the time.
A winning combination.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to compare them because they came out around the same time. They both feature parentless children.
Yes.
And their struggles through the system, whatever the system may be, respectively.
Aliens or otherwise.
I would I'd watch all of Tracy Beaker.
Absolutely.
Since we watched it and now, I've thought about it non-stop.
Yeah.
I thought about that dream episode with the lovely bubbling porridge. But just in My Parents Are Aliens now, I'm kind of like, no, that's fine. We'll leave her back where she was in the past, the annals of the past, in my mind.
I certainly remember it being better.
Absolutely.
So much better.
Absolutely. Do you think the BBC has more quality control? I think more people probably watched Tracy Beaker before it went out.
Yeah.
And edited it. But ITV kind of like, we're just here to put like adverts for toys in between. I enjoyed revisiting that aspect. The big question, obviously, do we think that My Parents Are Aliens made us queer? Because we do have queer icon.
Queer icon Tony Gardner.
We do. I would posit that Sophie is a lower level queer icon.
Yeah.
Because she's got her Barbarella hair.
Mm-hmm. I would also say Mel.
Mel
to
is
a certain
that
extent.
kind of Avril Lavigne, like punk.
Yeah.
She's definitely experimenting.
I reckon she was a lot of ladies' first crushes.
Yes. But Katie Lang.
Yes. The other two are young children, so shall we not?
We'll not, but I don't think that they...
I mean, didn't stop us to Justy Littlewood.
I don't think that they... But you can tell, can't you, that someone's going to blossom into a queer icon.
There's no queer aura with those two.
There's none. No, because he's like, get some chicks and like a bowl of nuts at my party.
Oh my God.
He did not throw a good party.
Can we explore... Maybe he is a queer icon, because I don't know anyone other than the queerest to put out a bowl of nuts at a party.
It was not... I felt the bowl of nuts, I was taken aback at the size of the bowl. The bowl was far too big for the nuts.
Yes.
Although I say that, the bowl of discos proved to be far too big for the discos. But that's because the discos
being too small for the bowl.
10 per packet.
Yeah.
Which is not enough discos.
It's a disco problem, not an us problem.
True. We'll write to the good people at discos. Who makes discos? I'm going to have a quick look at the packet. I don't think it's Walkers. Or is it?
Knickknacks.
So it's the same people that make Skips, Knickknacks, and wheat crunchies. Have you ever had a wheat crunchie?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Oh, I used to love a wheat crunchie. I used to like pretend it was a straw or something else. Wheat crunchies made me gay. That's it. We can stop the podcast now. No more episodes.
There is certainly a queer vibe.
With what? Wheat crunchies?
No, My Parents Are Aliens.
My parents. There is.
I just think it lacks excellence.
That's a fair assessment.
Maybe I should accept that not all queer people are great, but I'm not happy to do that.
But there are a lot of not queer people. What? A lot of queer people who are not great.
I know.
Lots of queer Tories who can get in the sea.
But I think they're the My Parents Are Aliens.
My Parents Are Aliens was written by queer Tories.
Queer Tories,
They have a massive house.
Yeah.
They have a seemingly unending supply
They have no reason
food.
to make it good. At all.
Tracy Beaker is people who struggled.
Yep.
Tracy Beaker's salt of the earth.
It is. Have we explained what happened in this episode?
So there's a party, he sneezed.
But before that, the guy comes over. The headmaster comes over.
Yeah.
Again, they are not concerned at all. And Brian sneezes, and the guy sees him morph, and he's like, whoa!
And then just goes home.
Yeah.
And comes back the next day with the social worker.
Why does he go to the party?
Because he's bringing the social worker...
He doesn't know there's going to be a party.
He doesn't know there's a party. He brings the social worker to the party. The social worker's like, oh my god, wow, what a great idea, a spacey party.
Oh, so
and they
she
pass off
thinks...
Brian's things as a costume.
So it's not like the headmaster is fooled. Only the social worker.
I don't know what the headmaster will have told the social worker.
But my point is, he knows the parents are aliens now.
But does he?
What, you think he'll just come to the party and be like, oh, I was wrong? Because I've never known a man do that. Not once in my life.
Maybe he was like, oh, maybe I'll just have a stressful day and I imagined that you sneezed a nose. I don't know why I'm trying to make excuses for this.
Yeah, don't do it.
This man and this show.
I just felt we needed to revisit what the hell the plot was.
Yes, there was also a weird subplot where Josh he fucks with some electricity.
Does he?
They say, Josh, don't do the electricity. And he gets this machine that... I think Brian's made a machine to try and cure himself.
Oh, yes.
Because he sneezes, and he does the thing. Josh touches the machine, and he starts backward sneezing. Because I think the backward sneezing was intended for Brian to cancel out the sneezing. But Josh doesn't sneeze, so he's just backward sneezing the whole time. And they're like, oh, Josh, you silly boy.
I think I was on my phone at that point.
That's absolutely... You were finding out what they'd become.
Yeah, I think I was doing the more important work.
It's very important research. But I don't really know. He came to the house.
They had a few scenes where Mel was horrible to her siblings and they cried, and then Mel went, oh, I just,
Oh, they're like, we're going to get split up.
Oh, and also, did you notice as soon... there's not much kind of effort put into effects or sound or anything.
Bear in mind it was 1999.
Okay.
And we were watching a shit bootleg.
Yes. But as soon as the word social worker comes up...
There was dramatic
the piano music. Yeah.
It was like, the social worker.
Do, 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 do.
Do, do, do. It was so heartrending.
Yeah.
That was quite an effective moment.
It was.
I'd say the effective moment.
Yes.
Of probably the whole series, to be honest.
Yeah.
I remember she does a lot of pointing. So she does a bit where Sophie's trying to train herself to be a good parent. And she's like, I've got to pay the mortgage.
Yes.
And you're grounded. And then she does a lot of pointing. She's like, my finger's exhausted. And I was like, big mood.
Aye.
Big mood, Sophie.
Maybe she is a queer icon. Why else would her finger be exhausted?
Well, of course, gagged Sophie. And she does say to Brian, do you have to spray that stuff all over me?
Oh.
Because he sneezes, but
yes.
She's... The low quality we saw, it could have been mistaken as something else.
Do we think that was put in for the parents?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's been put in for us now.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
What parents are watching that?
My parents, they're aliens. No, my parents just sat me in front of the TV and were like, just watch this. Please, stop asking questions.
I think I watched this and my parents came in and were like, what?
Stop putting skirts on.
Shawshank Redemption.
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Did you watch that as a child?
Young.
I've never seen Schindler's List. Did Schindler's List make you queer?
No. Maybe sad.
Maybe should we watch it one time?
Yeah.
For the April Fool's episode.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, is that the whole thing? At the end, they're like, oh, that was a good party.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, and I'm popular with the popular kids. We disguised him being a thing. We're not being taken away into care.
They work out the sneezing's to do with a little hamster.
Like an electronic hamster?
Which he, for some reason, has on his wrist.
I think it's like a Tamagotchi.
Oh, why does he have it on his wrist?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Lucy's. Lucy owns it, the little girl.
And then Lucy's like, please say you won't get rid of my hamster. And Mel's like, no, we're just going to get rid of you.
I think what this could have done with is a studio audience. I feel like this show was written for at least a laugh track.
Yeah, it needs
I needed to know when to laugh.
Yes.
It's like, please signpost where the jokes are.
Is it Big Bang Theory, My Parents Are Aliens?
I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
The science base.
Less racism in My Parents Are Aliens.
And less misogyny.
Yep.
So I think...
It's doing well, actually.
It may not be Tracy Beaker, but it's definitely better than Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
There's one show it's better than. That's fine. That's all you need.
You just need to be better
I'm sure the creators of...
There can be 100 people in a room.
and only one can be. My Parents Are Aliens. Only 2 of them are aliens. But you've got to go through the space-themed party to find out which ones they are.
Oh my god.
It's very strange.
I'm exhausted. It was just...
Yeah. It was quite draining.
It was.
I feel I might need to have some more discos. Should we just treat ourselves to one more disco?
I might do the double one.
I'm going to do a double.
Okay,
let's double disco. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do let us know. You can follow me on social media at KateButch1.
And you can follow me, I haven't branded properly, on Instagram at Caitlin R. Powell, and on Twitter, how do I describe this? Caitlin PWLL. It's Powell without any vowels.
Oh yeah, because you got blocked.
I got blocked.
By Twitter.
Maybe
all that hate speech.
It's a tale for another time.
Yes. If you let us know what you think about My Parents Are Aliens, or Tracy Beaker.
Oh, final question.
Oh.
Is it camp?
See now, I'm gonna get into something. We've just wrapped up, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a resounding yes. It's camp. It may not be good camp.
But it's bag.
It's low camp.
It's British camp.
It's British camp.
Yeah.
Purely based on Sophie's costuming.
True.
And with that, let's have our double discos. Cheers.
Cheers.
Da, 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 da.